Hello, everybody. Welcome to Youth Connect. I'm Aiden,
Hi, I'm Kevin.
Hi, I'm Joshua.
I'm Nibras.
I'm free.
and welcome to our Youth Connect. So, guys, welcome to another amazing episode of Youth Connect. Guess what? We're back. We got all 5 members, so we got all the news. And if you don't know, Youth Connect is a news, interest, entertainment show that was created during the pandemic for the community, by the community. Everyone here is really wanting to share their voice and really wanting to get hired to become the voice actors for things, to become part of the entertainment business, to become broadcasters, or maybe even news people. I know that some people here want to be in that kind of business. I do. I want to be a voice actor in the future. Maybe I can, maybe I will. But you have Youth Connect. And what is it? It's going to have news. And what kind of news is going to have the news that are very weird, like gaming news, video game news, entertainment news, good story news, sports news, some weather, and even some live music. It's a bit of a mixed bag, but I know it's a show that you are going to love. Anyways, before we even start, we have to move on to the first person, which is myself, and I will be bringing you some gaming news. Now, if it's your first time watching the show or you're a reoccurring watcher, you need to know that I need to always start off with the video game of the week. Now, what does that mean? Well, basically, it's a game that has recently come out or is coming out that I think that you should check out. And this one is a little bit interesting because it kind of is less of a video game, and it's been widely popular because people have been saying that this game is absolutely outstanding. So today's spotlight game of the week is Seasons, A Letter to the Future. Now, what is Seasons? Well, in Seasons, A Letter to the Future, you play as a young woman from a secluded village exploring the world by bike for the first time, collecting memories before a cataclysm washes everything away. Season is a quest to discover a new world, one unknown but yet familiar. You must document, photograph, and record life as you find it while you still can. So the gameplay kind of focuses on exploring, recording, meeting people, and unraveling the strange world around you. Each recording tool captures a different layer, which includes sounds and music, art and architecture, and the stories of characters living through pivotal moments. Your tools will peel back these layers until you grasp the culture, history, and ecology underneath everything. This quest leads you to the big questions. What is this season? Why is it ending? And what will the next season bring? Now, this game I've never actually even heard of till recently. And I gotta say, I love a story that is not more of, it could be an adventure, it could be something like that, but it's kind of a more an otherworldly game. And it kind of focuses on aspects that people don't like sometimes. It's because you know what? It requires you to look at the small things like the blades of grass in the wind, the types of trees, the types of rock formation, the people that you meet, their history, their lives, their culture, the things that they eat. And you need to figure it out before the cataclysm destroys everything. I think I actually will have to check out this game. If you check out this game, make sure to write in the comments down below because you know what? It's always interesting to hear what you thought of the game as well. Anyways, though, that's my first gaming news. And next up, we have Kevin for some all-important news.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great week. Welcome to You Connect with me, Kevin Aruja. For now, over to our headlines. The TDSB to vote on replacing current grade 11 English course with class focusing on First Nation writers. Toronto's newest speed cameras will begin issuing tickets this month. The ODSP earning exemption increases, and Toronto Raptors Van Vliet big night goes for naught in Utah. Trustees at the Toronto District School Board will be considering a motion to replace the current grade 11 English course with curriculum which instead focuses on First Nations, Métis, and Inuit writers. The course is already available at some schools as an alternative to the compulsory grade 11 English course, but is not mandatory. No changes are being proposed to the English programs from grade 9, 10, and 12. The City of Toronto has revealed the location of 25 new speed cameras, which are expected to bring issuing tickets later this month. The cameras will join the 50 existing cameras currently operating across Toronto, bringing the total to 75. The city says 90-day warning signs have been up early as November 2022 at the new locations to warn drivers in advance before any charges are laid. The city's ASC program issued over 48,000 tickets in total over a 2 month period in August and September of last year. The change, which took effect Wednesday, will allow ODSP recipients to earn $1,000 from working, up from $200. For each dollar earned above the $1,000 exemption, the person with disability would keep 25 cents. And in the sports news, another winnable game went down to the wire with the opponent coming up from the top yet again. It's been that kind of year for the Toronto Raptors. There was plenty to like in this game with the Utah Jazz from a Raptors standpoint. From Fred VanVleet's second career triple-double and the fact that both Pascal Siakam and Scotty Barnes are also produced double-doubles in the game. But a poor start and ultimately a poor first quarter undid all of that. The Raptors fought back gamely for the early issues and had the lead on numerous occasions through the third and fourth quarters, but fell short yet again in the score of 131 to 128 loss. VanVleet was outstanding in this one, setting a career high in rebounds with 12 in addition to this game high 34 points and 10 assists. In weather, extreme cold warning remains in effect for GTA amid blast of Arctic cold. Those heading outside are being advised to bundle up as the greater Toronto area and nearly of all of Ontario experience about a bone-chilling cold. An extremely cold warning remains in effect for Toronto and much of eastern Canada. The temperature in the city sat at a minus 17 Celsius earlier today, but feels more like minus 26 with the wind chill. Saturday brings a chance of flurries with high of minus 3 during the day and minus 4 during the night. Sunday again a chance of flurries or rain showers, but temperatures on the plus size high of 3 and lows of 0. And in my interesting fact of the week, I would like to pay tribute to one and only Hazel McCallion. She was a Canadian businesswoman and politician who served as the fifth mayor of Mississauga from 1978 to 2014, making her the longest serving mayor in the city's history. She had been in office only a few months when the 1979 Mississauga train derailment occurred, in which a Canadian Pacific train carrying toxic chemicals derailed in a heavily populated area near Mavis Road. A large explosion and fire ensued as hazardous chemicals spilled. The Callion, along with Peel Regional Police and other government authorities, oversaw the evacuation of the city. There were no deaths or serious injuries during the week-long emergency, and Mississauga gained renown for the successful evacuation of its 200,000 residents. During McCallion's terms in office, Mississauga grew from a small collection of towns and villages to one of Canada's largest cities. Her supporters gave her the nickname Hurricane Hazel because of her outspoken political style, with references to the hurricane of 1954. Following her tenure as a mayor, McCallion remained an active public figure, serving as the first chancellor of Sheridan College, on the Greater Toronto Airport Authority Board as a special advisor to the Ontario government. McCallion died from pancreatic cancer at home on January 29, 2023, and She was aged 101. A state funeral is planned for McKellen on February 14th, 2023, on what would have been her on 102nd birthday. Her body will lie in repose at Mississauga Civic Center for 2 days prior to her funeral at the Paramount Fine Foods Center. To know about Hazel and her life as a mayor, visit the website of City of Mississauga. They have a great video there. It's a truly inspiring woman. Rest in peace. Thank you for tuning in for the news, weather, and interesting fact. And now I'm sending you back to Aiden.
You know what, Kevin? I never knew that the Mississauga mayor had passed away. But you know what? Dying at the age of 101, she lived a full life and she dedicated 36 years of being mayor. That is such an honor, and it's such an amazing thing that, you know what? Eventually, we have to keep moving on. But you know what? She was amazing, and she did her work so well. And it's awesome that you were doing a new segment to contribute to her. Thank you so much, Kevin. For everyone else, for Joshua and you, Nibras, and you, Jeffrey, what did you guys think?
It was all good. Loved it.
I agree. You know, it's always great to learn. Another scary thing is the weather. My goodness, today is absolutely freezing. I'm going to freeze my fingers off. Negative 26 because of the windshield.
Exactly.
Hear me.
It's gonna get cold.
I would
It's
get
gonna get
frostbite. I want to catch more
But you know what?
frostbite.
This is where we start bundling up. Because you know it's going to get really cold. Anyways, though, thank you so much, Kevin, for your news. And it is now time to move on to the second gaming news. So, for all of you LEGO fans, if you guys know, LEGO and Nintendo fans alike have dreamed of a Legend of Zelda themed set being released. And for years, that seemed unlikely to ever happen until Nintendo and LEGO started working together on Mario sets, and people started to wonder if maybe it will come to fruition. Now, back in the summer of 2020, LEGO and Nintendo began releasing Mario-themed LEGO play sets that featured iconic characters and enemies from the popular platformer franchise, which I still need to buy, by the way. I'll tell you which ones, because there's one that I need to buy in the future. I'm a big fan of Legos, and this Lego set is outstanding. Anyways, Nintendo and LEGO has been doing it for quite a long time to this day. And Nintendo and LEGO continued this partnership with a brick-built NES and TV set later the same year. Then in 2021, more Mario-themed sets were released, including LEGO Mario, which was a huge thing. And LEGO put out a Mario 64 block set. That's the one I want to get. It includes all the Mario 64 levels, including the paintings and, for example, like Cool Mountain. In 2022, which is literally last year, they released a giant Lego Bowser. And it seemed the partnership between the two massive companies have been successful. So it started making sense that both would want to keep the gravy train rolling with a brand new set based on the Legend of Zelda franchise. Now, as reported by Lego news site Promo Bricks, because obviously I didn't find this news, because you know what? It's really hard, because it was found in a random Reddit feed that a whole slew of sets had been seemingly leaked via a survey someone took part in. The person was not supposed to share the images of the sets included in the survey online, but, well, here we are. And one of the survey sets said that there was going to be a Legend of Zelda Deku playset. Now, the supposedly leaked Lego images are on Reddit, and if you look it up, you could probably see them for yourself. Now, of course, while the survey seems real and evidence points to itself being legit, it should be noted that any unofficially leaked playsets could possibly never see the light of day. Lego is always working on various different sets and themes, not every planned creation is released. We'll just have to see and wait what happens. But in my honest opinion, guys, I really hope that there will be a Tears of the Kingdom Lego set. But honestly, guys, if you haven't seen the Mario Lego set before, I recommend that you really check them out because they're really cool. Just do watch though. The prices are a bit steep. But you know what? If you're a big Mario fan such as myself and you love playing with Lego and you love building with Lego, I recommend that you check it out. Anyways, though, next up is Joshua, and Joshua has with us some good story news and, of course, your very favorite animal news.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Connect Now for a good news story. Delta flight attendant comforts fearful passenger and photo goes viral. Everyone has their fears, for example, spiders, elevators, loneliness, but unfortunately for one Delta Airlines passenger, her fear was flying. Molly Simon Lee was flying from Charlotte, North Carolina to New York when it became clear that a passenger in front of her was not comfortable flying. The frightened woman began to cry, and that's when Lee witnessed a touching act of humanity when a flight attendant sat on the floor next to her and explained that he would be there for her every step of the way. He was just so reassuring and so calming, said, "You know what? I got you," Lee explained to ABC News 7. "I'm going to be there for you. Just anything you need, let me know." And he was wonderful and reassuring. The flight attendant was Floyd Dean Shannon, and a photo of him holding the woman's hand, snapped by Lee, went viral on her Facebook wall, racking up nearly 12,000 shares. He didn't have to know that. He didn't have to do that, and just to see someone extend their heart and that in a way to a stranger was just beautiful to me, and I wanted to capture it. She said, "I just really hope that Floyd gets what he deserves, which is everyone's love and everyone's praise, everyone's admiration. I'm so happy he's getting that recognition, and I really hope it leads to good things for him. Good things indeed." As her GoFundMe set up to show Floyd some love has raised $5,600 so far, which is a nice little end of year bonus. Now for another good news story. Singing bus driver becomes a star after making music video to show family in India what he did for work. A singing bus driver has become an unlikely YouTube sensation after a feel-good music video he made about his job racked up tens of thousands of views. Ranjit Singh wanted to show his family in India what he did for a living. So he made a film with the help of his colleagues at a national express bus company. His song celebrates multicultural Britain and what it's like to serve a multi-faith community while driving buses across the industrial heartlands of the country. Despite what some might consider a boring subject matter, the heartwarming video about the pride Ranjit takes in his work has attracted him thousands of adoring fans. Since the 4-minute long footage was uploaded to YouTube, a video which was originally just meant for family has been viewed more than 66,000 times. The uplifting track was recorded against the backdrop of one of the company's garages at West Bromwich bus station. I have a great passion for driving and singing, so I wanted to combine the two together, said a 59-year-old from West Bromwich in the West Midlands of England. I thought there was no better way than a video to show my family back home what I do for a living. I have worked at National Express West Midlands for 13 years and take pride in what I do. Recorded in the Punjabi language but with English subtitles, Ranjit dances away as he sings. Friends drive buses together. David Bradford, managing director for National Express West Midlands, said, "Our staff really are our greatest asset. They all really work incredibly hard to keep our customers moving. To see the enthusiasm that they have for their roles in the company is great." Now turning to animal interest news. Thunder is best friends with a frog. They eat together, watch TV, and go on walks. Meet the toddler whose best friend is a pet frog. Little Julian Allen begged her mom for a pet frog for a white pet tree frog from the pet store in Panama City, Florida. It had been given up by its previous owner. The mother of three eventually caved and purchased the frog for $40 last August. He was so fat and so squishy looking, and she wanted to hug him straight away. The store let her pick him up and hold him, recalled Brandy, her mom. Then she said, "Mommy, please, please," and I couldn't say no. The 2-year-old named it George, and the pair are now inseparable, doing everything together. The frog perches happily on Julian's shoulder as she watches TV and eats breakfast, and sits on the stroller as she takes him on walks around the house. She's even taking him in the car to her grandmother's house to show him off. They already own a dog and a cat, but George sleeps in Julian's bedroom in a cage with a heat lamp and gets food with plenty of worms. The family is unsure where the adopted frog is from or how old he is, but his species is found in Australia and New Zealand. White tree frogs feel threatened or stressed. They turn dark brown, but when Julian picks him up, he turns green and turquoise, so they know he's happy. Frogs can carry salmonella. So I had to teach Julian not to kiss him. Hugging is fine, but she washes her hands afterwards because she knows the rules. He peed on Julian once, which she didn't like very much, said Brandy, who is quite amazed by the duo's unbreakable bond. I never thought we would get a frog, but if you find an old soul like George, I definitely recommend getting a pet frog. He's just a happy little fellow. This is Joshua Show reporting for You Connect. That's it for me. Now I'll send it back to you, Aiden.
Now, I don't know about you, Joshua, but I would be pretty darn scared if I had a frog on my shoulder. I don't know. Kids are really good with animals, but with a frog, I don't know. It's slimy. It's a little bit weird. And what happens when its tongue? What happens if it's like sticks its tongue in my eye, or it accidentally sees a fly on my screen? It's like, and it like knocks the screen over. Oh my gosh! You know what? Frogs would be kind of a big deal. But what about you, Nibras, and you, Kevin? What do you guys think of Joshua's news?
I say that like the second story, the singing bus driver was my favorite.
I saw that as well. You know what? I'm really glad that he's getting that little bit of fame, because you know what? If you're just singing to make the mood better when you're on a bus, because a bus is kind of crowded and it's kind of stern. Having a little bit of singing on it, it kind of livens the mood, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say great stories, Joshua. But Aiden, I'm 100% sure a frog won't stick his eye into a human eye, but who knows?
You never know. But I swear that a frog could stick its tongue out anytime. You never know. It could just like stick itself to the ceiling. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't get the frog. Oh no, it's gone forever. Oh. But you know what? It's still awesome to see that friendship between animals and humans. So it's always great to see that. Thank you so much, Joshua, for your news. And now we're going to move on to our third news. Now, what is our third news? It has to be the board game of the week. Now, the board game of the week is similar to video game of the week, but obviously, as you know in the name, it's a board game. And today's board game of the week is, be ready for this, Lofoten. What is Lofoten? Now considered to be one of the most beautiful archipelagos in the world, Lofoten is an important Viking territory known to how to adapt to various situations. Vikings were not only peaceful settlers and builders, but invaders and skilled merchants as well. With your fleet of long ships, you are determined to make the most of 4 essential goods and also try to become the most powerful jarl of the archipelagos. So now what is this? In Lofoten, you must load merchandise from the market into your longships and bring them back to your clan. For each type of merchandise, which a particular scoring will grant you an advantage over the opposing Jarl. No matter what the situation is, your goal is to earn the most power points than the opposing Jarl in the final scoring to become the most powerful Jarl in the archipelago. Now, I'm not big on the kind of like the Norse kind of series, but I do know for a fact that God of War is based on Norse mythology. And maybe this game also has some little bit of Norse mythology in it. You know what? Vikings were known to be very, very skilled hunters and very, very skilled people. They had some good stories, they had some bad stories. They were known for invading a lot, but they were also known as being peaceful settlers. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Now, for this game, however, this is all about trying to get the most points. It's a battle. There's no friendships. There's no, oh, here, have some of my points. Oh, ooh, some delicious power points. Thank you so much. No, it's, I'm going to fight you and you're going to fight me and we're going to see who can get the most points. You can't beat me. And they'll be like, I can beat you. No way. Easy peasy. And I'll be like, nah, I'm going to win this. But Lofoten sounds like a really interesting game. I love when it's always based off of something that is a bit away from the natural games that we know, like, for example, Guess Who, or like, I don't know, Trivial Pursuit, like trivia games, or Monopoly. Having games like these weird games is why I do these board game of the week, because you know what? It gives you an insight on different board games that are a little bit more different to the ones that you're used to. Now, if you ever check out this board game or have a board game that you would like to share, make sure to like and make sure to comment what kind of board game that you would want to share that I could check out for you. Anyways, though, this has been the board game of the week, and next up we have Nibras. And Nibras has with us some entertainment and podcast news.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys today? My name is Nibras Khan, and I'm your host for the entertainment news. Let's get straight into our top story. And our top story is about the slate of the Super Bowl movie trailers is revealed. Yes, with at least 11 confirmed trailers. While the Super Bowl is mainly for football spectacle, I agree, but it will also deliver new movie trailers and high-profile and funny advertisements that will play during the commercial break. Last year's spots showcased blockbuster films including Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Top Gun Maverick. 2023 Super Bowl will take place this year on Sunday, February 12th at 6:30 p.m. As the February date fast encroaches, the list of movie trailers premiering at the Super Bowl has been revealed by Deadline. This list includes many upcoming franchises from including Fast X, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, and other titles include DC's The Flash, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, The Little Mermaid, Scream, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, Transformers Rise of Beast, and Pixar's Elemental. The trailers will possibly feature Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny and the Marvels. Deadline also expects potential appearances from Creed 3 and John Wick Chapter 4. Examining the Super Bowl list, 2023 is slated to be an even exciting year for blockbuster films. Surprisingly, Disney dominates this trailer list, featuring several upcoming Marvel films like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, a Pixar film, and The Little Mermaid. It is also exciting to see some non-Disney films on the list, such as the upcoming Transformers movie and John Wick Chapter 4. Several major studios are releasing not just one big blockbuster film for 2023, but several. 2023 film anticipation goes far beyond the Super Bowl list. Yes, the trailer list does not even begin to tap into the post-spring and summer blockbuster 2023, which include Dune Part 2, The Expendables 4, and the Hunger Games Ballads of the Songbirds and Snakes, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, and Disney's Wish. Nonetheless, it's going to be an exciting year for the movie 2023. Here we come. Okay, so I'm very excited for this news, and I'll be looking forward for like I said, Super Bowl, and it's going to be exciting to see different commercial, funny advertisement, and also movie trailers. I was really expecting Dungeons and Dragons, very excited about that. Flash, and yeah, Ant-Man and Quantumania. It's so exciting. So now to my second story. So now before I go to my second story, I'd like to give you guys a fact of the day. And today's fact of the day is, drum roll please. Did you guys know in many advertisements the time displayed on a watch is 10:10? Yes, that's true. Pretty much any advertising photo or a video of a watch, and the face will almost always show the same time, 10:10. Most photographers do this to best show the company logo. So if you guys don't know, I'm talking about dial watches, hand watches, not digital watches. So why 10:10? 10:10 is this company's logos go on top and below. So if you do 10:10 like this, it's easier and it shows the company's logo, and it's just an amazing fact. I already knew about this fact because I took some advertising courses in college, so I knew this, but I just wanted to share this with you guys. So yeah, I hope you like this fact. If you did, comment down below. Okay, so my second story is about a podcast. So the podcast name is Part-Time Genius. But wait, I've already talked about Part-Time Genius. Yes, that's true. So if you guys know, Part-Time Genius is one of my first podcasts I talked about in Youth Connect. Why am I talking about Part-Time Genius again? So our 100 episode celebration is coming, and I wanted to do something special. Just wanted to rewind some episodes. So first, Part-Time Genius. So for teens and young adults who love talking and speaking about absurd questions, this podcast may just have the answers. Host Will and Mango investigate topics like weird inventions, how rats keep outsmarting humans, surprising facts about alligators, and when will robots fully take over the world, and many more. So I love this podcast. It's just a bits about facts, questions, answers. It's just a good podcast. It's a comfy home podcast. I always listen to this podcast. I really like this podcast. It's nice. I really recommend you guys checking this out, and comment down below if you have any questions, if you like my segment. And that's all from me. As always, it's Nibras Khan from Youth Connect. I'll see you all next week. Thank you. Take care. Back to Aiden. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nibras. We actually are kind of running a little bit low on time, but as we let Jeffrey get ready, what did we think of Nebras's news? I enjoyed it. It's always great to hear some entertainment news because you know what? You learn about things from Nebras's news.
The Super Bowl, I cannot wait. Can't wait to watch it.
Oh yeah, the Super Bowl's almost here. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys hear of the FanDuel Kick of Fate? I've been seeing ads nonstop about this Kick of Fate thing where there's this like famous actor who's going to kick a field goal. Yeah,
it has to be the Kick of Destiny.
Oh, the Kick of Destiny. Sorry, I apologize. Got a bit jumbled up here.
Yes, I forgot the name. Gronkowski. Yeah.
You know what? Thank you for the more information.
It's a commercial. It's a commercial.
But apparently it's going to be happening during the Super Bowl. So you know what? That's always cool to see.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can do it, because I'm telling you, I bet you he's going to be able to do it. Are you guys, well, for you, Nibras, and you, Kevin, are you guys ready for the Super Bowl?
Yes. Yes. So many trailers. Yes. So excited.
Yeah. Can't wait to catch them all.
I'm not a big fan of football, but it's always great to see the halftime shows. The halftime shows are my favorite part of the Super Bowl. And you know what? It's always fun. It always makes me laugh because last year's one was, I think it was the SpongeBob one. But you know what? My memory might be a little bit rusty, but I'm pretty sure it was. But you know what? I think it's time. I think our live musician is ready. Today we have, because get ready to dance, because we are ready to do some live music with our live musician, Jeffrey.
Hi everybody, this is Jeffrey, your live musician, and I'm here to bring some music, spread some music, and I'm gonna be playing a very silly Billy song called I have a song. It's about a fish named Jerry and a snake named Cora. So hope you like it. I have a song. Think you like it? It really does rhyme a lot. Hope you're ready because it's about to start. I had a fish named Jerry who was down on the ferry, and people said that it could fly, fly, fly. When I tried, it wobbled instead. It was all a lie, lie, lie. Jerry swam in the dam like he dipped in his swirl, and he jumped and he bumped. Even gave the crowd a fishtail bump. Come on, Jerry, whoop, whoop, whoop. You are so merry, whoop, whoop, whoop. You went for a dip, then you did a flip, whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, here's another one. Ready? I snake named Cora, mom left in a bowl, with skin so smooth and shiny, and legs so teeny tiny. Go, go, go. When I tried, she slithered. No, no, no. Why you gotta be like that, Cora? I thought you could. Waka, 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 waka. Come on, boy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Why you gotta be so bored? Whoop, whoop, whoop. You slithered in my dreams with the dust. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And now this song is a bust. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think and Jerry was down on the ferry, and people said that it could fly, fly, fly. When I tried, it bubbled instead. It was all a lie, lie, lie. Jerry swam in the dam like he dipped in his swirl, and he jumped and he bumped. He even gave the crowd a fishy tail bump. Come on, Jerry, whoop, whoop, whoop. You are so merry, whoop, whoop, whoop. You went for a dip, then you did a flip, whoop, whoop, whoop. I see named Cora, her mom lived in the floor, her skin so smooth and shiny, and legs so teeny tiny. Go, go, go. When I tried, she slithered. No, no, no. Why you gotta wanna be like that, Cora. I bet you could waka 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 waka. Come on, chick, come on, Cora. Boom, boom, boom. Why you gotta be so Cora? Boom, boom, boom. You spin burning my dreams into dust. Boom, boom, boom. And now the song is best. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, Cherry. Boom, boom, boom. You're so merry. Boom, boom, boom. You did good work. And you did a flip. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, Cora. Boom, boom, boom. Why you gotta be so boring? Boom, boom, boom. Slow and weird. My dreams hit the dust. Boom, boom, boom. And now the song is a bust. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you, everybody. This is Jeffrey, your live musician. I'll see you all next week, and it's back to you then. Bye, everybody. Check out my website.
I really recommend that you guys check out Jeffrey's website, which is jeffreyankenman.com. Always great to see how Jeffrey has a fully finished website. And if you ever want to have some music or ever want to hire Jeffrey, check him out on his website, contact him. And you know what? Jeffrey might be able to perform for you. Anyways, we learned a little bit of a fish named Jerry and a snake named Cora. Very good music. I always love hearing that song. And you know what? We have sadly reached the end of our Youth Connect. If you like Youth Connect, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And don't forget to click the notification bell.
Other than that, guys, we will see you all next time, and we will see you next week. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.